Hi, and welcome to Surviving Pandemic Quarantine. I'm your guide, Jessie Cruikshank, and today I'm gonna want to talk to you about inputs and outputs. So, my husband and I are working on a new strategy that limits our negative inputs, and kind of replaces them with positive inputs. So, positive inputs for me, I'm increasing just those things that are good for me. A little more exercise. I'm gonna do a walk a couple times a day. One of those being outside with my dog. You're so cute. Another one being I'm just trying to make sure that I like the food that I'm eating because food brings me a lot of joy. So I'm picking a thing a week that I want to make or that I want to have and something that gives me a little joy there. So I'm increasing my positive inputs. I'm also giving myself space for negative outputs. So more outlets for negative emotions and stress that I feel building. I've one of those things is kind of a bizarre one, is just kind of saying, I call them aggressive affirmations, where I just kind of yell really positive things, like, I really like my life, or stuff like that. So it has this ability to get energy out that might be building up inside of me without being destructive or rude, and it kind of works as a catalyst. I also definitely cried a little bit on Saturday and a little bit on Sunday. So giving myself space to do that is also helpful. If you've read my article on the Send Network or some other places I put it, I've been in quarantine long enough that I'm moving out of the building phase and into the breaking phase. So those negative emotions are building up inside of me. My margin for dealing with them is decreasing, and I just can feel, the tension and the stress just kind of accumulating. So I have to increase my ability of safe spaces to express those negative emotions or that energy. So my husband and I have worked a little bit of strategy around that because I want to do that in a way that's not destructive to our relationship or anything like that. So so I'm increasing my positive inputs, which means I'm also decreasing my negative ones. Less time looking at things that trigger me, like the news and Twitter. So increasing positive inputs and increasing outlets for negative energy. So far, I feel like I'm in good pace, at least for what is starting to happen. So adjusting as I go.